Okay folks, today we're testing this 1965 Chevrolet full-size AM/FM radio. This is quite a rare radio. The AM/FM was first available in the full-size Chevrolet or Impala in 1963. A similar radio was used in 64. And this radio is unique to the 65 model year only, so it's quite hard to find. Back in these early years, there weren't very many FM stations, especially in like rural type areas. The cities had some, but if you lived in the country, there really wasn't much FM. And the FM option was very expensive, so not very many cars got ordered with these radios, and even fewer of them made it. The model number on this one is 986101, and it survived in pretty darn good shape. The case has some light surface corrosion around it, but nothing to write home about. The radio is also multiplex compatible, so this little plug here can get removed, and you plug in a factory multiplex adapter. That'll turn this radio into a 4-channel stereo radio, so another cool feature. You can see it has the original dash bezel, inner and outer knobs. The inner knob on this side is a factory rear speaker fader, so this would plug into the wiring harness and go to the rear speaker, so you can fade it in and out. The AM/FM flip dial fully flips over. The chrome and everything on this radio is real nice. It could use a little more polishing, but it's in great shape. The push buttons are also really nice. Both the AM and the FM indicators are intact, which they're commonly missing. So just a real nice original radio. We're going to test it now. Before we start, I want to tell you that about halfway through the dial on down, my AM reception where I live is pretty weak, and that's not the fault of the radio, but just the area I live in. We're deep in a valley here, so the AM signals just don't get down here very well. The radio does play on AM and FM, it plays loud. It's been sitting probably for 30 years, so it would be a good idea to have it serviced just to make sure once you get it in the dash that you don't have to take it out again, but that's totally up to you. Right now it is a good working radio. So let's test it out. I have it set to the first station that came in.
I certainly don't want to get a touch of that virus because it'll kill me. So I'm probably not going to.
The court did not reveal the incident at the time. The Washington Post
has been started to raise funds to save the Bigfoot Museum.
So there's no
anyway,
risk
nice AM reception
for free
here.
Information.
Switch over to FM here. Just a little more volume. Anyway, lost the stations. Anyway, nice reception through the dial here. Okay, I'll show you how the push buttons work. And finally, I'll show you how to set a push button. So let's find a station we like here. Oh, there we go. Say we like this station. Pull out on the push button, push it back in, and no matter where we go on the dial, we can go right back to where we were. You can see the tuner's a little sticky at the moment. As I said, this thing hasn't probably been used in 30 years, so having it serviced would be a good idea, but it's also one of those situations where it'll likely start working better and better as you use it more and more. If you've been looking for an original 1965 Chevrolet full-size AM/FM, don't miss this one. They don't come up for sale often. This one is complete. It works. and the cosmetic condition is pretty darn nice, especially the parts that stick through the dash there. So don't miss it, guys.